Tonight, President Muhammadu Buhari gives Minister of Education 2 weeks to resolve issues of contention regarding the strike by Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. Residents query upward review in pump price of premium motor spirit from 165 to 175 naira per litre. Slow pace of work on channelization and dredging of Asa River generates concerns. Plus, updates from the world of entertainment and sports. This is the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Good evening and welcome. I am Kehinde Omolosho. President Muhammadu Buhari has given Adamu, Minister of Education, 2 weeks to resolve issues of contention regarding the strike by Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. The President gave the directive on Tuesday at a meeting with the Minister and stakeholders. The Minister is expected to report back to President Buhari on the development in 2 weeks. The President also directed that Chris Ngige, Minister of Labour and Employment, must be present at all the meetings involving the federal government and the union. Lawyers to the Osun State Governor, Gboyega Oyetola, have begun studying the results from some polling units in the state with a view to identifying irregularities. The 3 lawyers working on the matter are Kola Adegoke, SAN, Abiodun Layonu, SAN, and Senator Bashir Ajibola, who is also the Director General of Oyetola's campaign. A letter from the legal team would soon be forwarded to the INEC to obtain certified true copies of result sheets to compare them with the ones signed by polling agents. Should there be a solid case, Oyetola will be expected to set up a larger legal team made up of some of the most notable senior advocates to challenge the victory of the PDP. Confirming his involvement in Oyetola's legal matter, Kola Adegoke said he and his colleagues were still sifting through the documents. He added that because election matters are time-bound, he and the team would have to work quickly. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has approved an upward review in the pump price of premium motor spirit from 165 to 175 naira per litre, effective today, July 19, 2022. The development is already generating concerns among some residents in Ilorin who describe the increase in the price of the product as unbearable. Olajide Bello, who visited some filling stations, reports.
The NNPC, in a notice to fuel marketers, directed them to change the petrol price on pumps to the new price as the company equally increased the export depot price from 148.17 to 167 naira per litre. This is coming after weeks of petrol scarcity resurfaced across the country as fuel retailers were adopting different prices, banned to force unofficial deregulation attempts. Already, majority of filling stations in Ilorin have adopted different price models. While some filling stations have changed the price on their meters to reflect the current price they are selling at, others have left theirs to show the approved retail price of 165 per litre, but were selling above the displayed price. The ripple effect, according to some buyers, will cut across all sectors, which will in turn result to inflation.
I think we are in a situation of no more control in all aspects of our life in Nigeria. We just pray God will take us out of this wood. It is quite unfortunate. Living condition is getting harder every day. The increase in petrol price means the increase in virtually everything.
Are we really in the country? It's somehow disheartening. How on earth will the petrol price increase immediately, just like that? In fact, I got to know of the increments of pump price earlier this morning on to my phone. So, and it's somehow disheartening. So it is not something encouraging at all.
I'm begging government, make you reduce this fuel cost like that. It's too cost. Please, we are begging them.
Meanwhile, efforts to speak to some major and independent marketers to shed light into the difference in pump price proved abortive. The appeal by some Nigerians is for government not only to set up a regulatory body that will control prices, but look into a downward review of the product. Olajide Bello, NTA News.
The channelization and dredging of Asa River, when completed, is expected to prevent the annual flooding experience along riverine areas in Ilorin. Ahmad Fulani reports that the slow pace of work on the site is already a source of concern to residents and shop owners along the shores of the river.
The channelization and dredging of Asa River began in September 2021 with the flag off at the Salekoko area of Ilorin. The 18-month project embarked upon by the federal government aims at addressing the issue of annual flooding experienced by people around the river banks. Although NTA camera lens spotted some workers on site along Unity Road, the slow pace of work, according to the project contractor who spoke off camera, is attributed to rainy season. God's Blessing Brahma, a fashion designer on Obo Road, is disturbed by flood annually, which forces him to vacate his shop to another place.
The level of the construction that they are doing is not yet gotten to our own place, so I cannot say maybe it will stop the flood when it comes, except maybe if they have done it to our place here before we can say it stop it or it doesn't.
They are there doing no, because all their equipment are still there. But I think they are also monitoring the evidence of the rain to know where they should stop. But the best thing is to do it to the existing one. If the wall is joining each another, I think with the extent of flood in this Obo Road community will be of a past history.
The flood do disturb us seriously. So everywhere will be flooded. The main road, the areas, the shops everywhere. The flood will do enter everywhere. But as they are doing this now, if they are able to complete it on time, I think that flood issue the problem will be solved.
The channelization and dredging is expected to cover New Judy Road, Unity, Taiwo Isale, Amilembe, and Isalekoko area of Ilorin. Ahmad Fulani, NTA News.
Pẹ̀lú ohun ìpè glo yín òun ló bá tán lówó bá dé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀dúrọ́nà báwo la ṣe máa so NIN number wa mọ́ òpó ìpè glo line wa. Ó simple ìwọ testa 109#.
Irú àwa tí a wà ní nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ NIN yìí rárá ń kọ́.
Ẹ lọ sí ẹ̀ka ilé ìtajà Glo kẹ́ ẹ lọ fi orúkọ yín sílẹ̀ níbẹ̀ òun lè bá ṣe lówó bá dé. Ẹ dákun ẹ jọ̀wọ́ báwo lèmi náà yóò ṣe jàǹfààní káàdì ìpè náírà ọ̀fẹ́. Ṣé ẹ rí àwọn oníbàárà Glo tuntun àti àwọn tó ti wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀? Ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa pátápátá òun la láǹfààní àti jẹ káàdì?
Èmi náà mo ti gba náírà.
Welcome back. Corps Marshal Federal Road Safety Corps Boboye Oyeyemi has warned officers and men of the Corps in charge of the issuance of driver's license against imposing extra charge on applicants. The FRSC boss reiterated this at the capacity building workshop for sector heads of driver's license centers across the country. The workshop is aimed at educating participants on how to improve service delivery through transparency and efficiency. Participants will be trained on the use of vision testing machine to carry out vision tests for applicants nationwide. Oyeyemi warned officers against extortion and other corrupt practices, emphasizing the act is inimical to the core value on transparency. Any officer found wanting in his warning shall be made to face the law. And moving on to entertainment news. Nigerian veteran rapper and label executive M.I. Abaga has announced his upcoming album, The Guy, will be dropping on August 19, 2022. Rachel Olaita has details of this and more from the world of entertainment.
The multi-award winning rapper revealed this in a tweet saying, "Prepare to meet The Guy come August 19, 2022. The Guy will be MI's 7th solo album and it has been touted to be his best album yet." Nigerian gospel singer Mercy Chinwo and her fiancé Blessed recently had the introduction ceremony ahead of their wedding. The private event was attended by close family and friends of the couple. Also, talented Nollywood actress Kate Henshaw turns 51 today and has taken to social media to celebrate. The veteran screen goddess shared several photos of herself glamorously dressed in different outfits in honor of her new age. Also, friends and family are seen celebrating her. The Zazu crooner, popularly called Portable, has run himself into trouble posting in the viral video that it was the founder 1 Million Boys, a deadly cultic gang responsible for the killing of many people in Lagos. The Inspector General of Police has therefore ordered his immediate arrest and investigation. Rachel Olaiton, NTA News.
And now sports. Reactions have been trailing the defeat of the Super Falcons of Nigeria by Morocco in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations semi-finals on Monday. Some people believe the officiation was poor. Kautal Raji has the details.
The reigning African champions, Super Falcons of Nigeria, lost 4-5 from penalties to host Morocco in the second semi-finals, with 2 red cards issued to the Nigerian side for the same offense committed by the Moroccans without receiving the matching order. Soccer analysts in ILORIN questioned the match official bias and the failure of video assistant referee to review the red card offense of the Morocco players.
The match we saw, it was 12 against 9 because we were red carded. 2 of our players were red carded at the early stage of the second half.
You know the nature of the referee. Any slight tackle, you earn a red card. You could see that the 2 red cards given to us was checked by VAR.
The Falcons, they believe, should put the defeat behind them and start preparation in earnest for the Women's World Cup in 2023.
What now remains for them to plan for the World Cup, go back to the drawing board and see what they can make out of the World Cup.
Morocco will take on South Africa in Saturday's final in Rabat, while the Super Falcons will play with the Copper Queens of Zambia for the bronze medals in Casablanca on Friday. Kautal Raji, NTA News.
Sports updates concludes our package on News Tonight. Do have a wonderful evening.